to the moon if you want. Baby, you know I'll go with you. Take me anywhere you wanna go. As long as you're there with me. Take me to the cafe around the corner. As long as the milk's fat free. Da 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 da. As long as you're here with me. But right now, yeah, yeah. Can you take me?
Hello and welcome to Coffee Conversations with Gugu Zulu. Today I'm here with AGBEDE, a Nigerian artist, nurse, musician, and choreographer. Abby, welcome to Coffee Conversations. Please introduce yourself.
Hi. Well, I'm Abby AGBEDE. Nigerian father, German mother. Kind of grew up all over the world. The USA, Nigeria, Germany. I've been calling Germany my home now for about 20 years. So, yeah, I'm pretty much rooted stable here, but I love to travel. I love taking in influences from all over the world. Yeah, that's me, basically.
Yeah. It's amazing to me. I read somewhere that you do all these things that I just counted. You're a nurse, you're and you were with a band called Eviction sometime.
Yes, that was during my college years.
Yeah.
I took part in a talent show actually, and I sang Mariah Carey a cappella, which was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And I won second prize. And the guy who won first prize, he came up to me after the show and said, "Do you want to start a band?" And I was just like, okay. And so we started the band Eviction with two other people. And we sort of did some minor clubbing, mostly cover versions. It was sort of a little bit of extra money during the university time, during studying.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So the reason actually I asked you to be here, first of all, thank you for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
It is really a pleasure having you here with me, talking
to
me and to the people that are watching. I saw your work at an art gallery, 9875.
Yes.
And I fell in love with it.
Thank you.
It really sparked some emotions from me, and I really want to talk about that.
Okay.
Like, for example, I liked the series you had.
Yes.
During the art gallery, and it's called "I'm Not Your Negro."
Correct.
Could you please tell us more about that one?
Well, this series was produced extra for this exhibition. It was during the Corona lockdown, basically, and in the wake of the events happening in the United States, the George Floyd murder and the Black Lives Matter movement, and having spent quite a number of years in the United States, I did feel a major connection to what was going on, and I was distressed because I wanted to continue my creativity, but I was distressed by what was happening there, and I wanted to do something, I guess, to contribute something, to highlight a little bit, and to show solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement, because it is a very important topic.
Definitely.
And during my time in the U.S., I myself have experienced quite a bit of racism, and this was my way of contributing. I like James Baldwin quite a bit, and he was the one who kind of coined this phrase, "I am not your Negro."
Yeah.
And I picked up on that in the context of everything that was happening, and that's how the series came to be. It started out with one painting, and then I decided, no, I'm going to make a series out of it. and 10 paintings were done actually in the series. Each of them had "I am not your Negro" in the painting.
Yeah.
Very diverse, very a lot of variety, because I've found that a lot of times Black people, no matter what their culture is, where they come from, they're sort of all thrown into one pot.
Yeah.
And while there is common ground among Black culture, no matter where you come from, there are things that are similar. There's still a lot of things that are not, that are different, and I wanted to show the variety of Black culture. And I had the opportunity to come in contact with that when I was in the U.S. Lots of Black Latinos from the Caribbean, Africans, of course, which is also my background, and Black Americans. And I also lived in London for a while. It was similar.
Okay.
Yeah. There I met a lot of people from Africa, different countries in Africa, and also the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And that had a huge influence on me and contributed to this particular series.
Yeah.
We have the last day of our exhibition, 9875, African Contemporary Art Altona. And this is my work, basically. African-inspired, Nigerian-inspired. I particularly enjoy working with African materials. So I do more collages, that kind of thing. I like to mix techniques. I did a series extra for this exhibition. It's called "I Am Not Your Negro." And it's to show the diversity in Black culture. There are a lot of Black cultures worldwide, and I find a lot of times people seem to believe that all the cultures are the same, which we are not. We're very diverse, beautiful cultures, but we're all different. There is a lot of common ground still. Every culture has their own thing. And I wanted to show that here with this series that I did.
That's amazing. You have literally been all over the world,
well,
right?
kinda, yeah. I still haven't been to South America. That's still on my bucket list.
Yeah. Wow.
But now it's a little bit difficult with Corona and so on. So we'll see. But I still intend to go there.
Well, then this you should do. So then this means that you have no problem. You did mention that you know that the culture is different, of course.
Yes. Yeah.
And think we might all be Black or all be but we are different because of where we're from.
Yeah.
Did this ever affect you in any way with you being born in Washington and then moving all around? Did you feel this in your work, or did it never it was just?
Well, I guess I always kind of felt like a global citizen, I'm going to say. Of course, the specifics of my background always play a role in what I'm doing, because I know more about those particular cultures. But I have an open mind, and I like to learn, and I'm very curious and very interested, and I learned a lot from the people that I had contact with from different cultures, and it does influence my work, definitely. There's some of my paintings that I find to be, I'm going to say, more diasporan. They're not strictly in the place in the Nigerian culture or in the German culture. I sort of wanted to reach out to everybody in the diaspora, and that's important to me.
Yeah, definitely.
That's important to me. Yeah.
That's amazing. I like the fact that you sometimes have the name of the painting, or the like, or you give a description of the painting within the painting.
Yes.
Like there was this painting I saw at the gallery. You had a poem written on it.
Yes, that is true.
I really would love to hear this one. Like I didn't get the chance to read all of it. But
okay, well, I haven't completely got it in my. It was written a few years ago.
Yeah.
It was called Dare to Be You, because, well, I do write poetry. That's actually how I started my creative process.
Yes.
Was as a child, 11 years old.
Wow.
I started writing. And my creativity has taken on different forms throughout my life, but with the poetry, I've sort of, that's how I started. Then I took a break. Then I come back to it. Then I take another break.
Yeah.
Then I come back. So it's something, I don't know, sometimes thoughts just come to me in, I'm going to say, random moments. And I always have to have a pen and paper to write things down. Because otherwise, 2 hours later, I
you
will
forget it.
Yeah.
This is like me when I'm like showering or something. A tune comes on, and by the time I leave the bathroom, I'm like, what was it again? It's gone.
Yeah.
So if I don't go inside with my phone, it's gone. I lose it forever.
Yeah, but that's kind of what it is with the poetry, and I find that it is the art is a very good outlet, but sometimes I need to express it in words.
Yeah.
And that's where the poetry kind of comes in. Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
There are a lot of things that I see that bother me, and that comes out in the poetry. Yeah, yeah.
So that's basically how you send your message to the world through the poetry and the art.
And the art. That's, however, not the only thing I do. I also draw. I do poetry. One of my paintings does have a poem that I wrote. It's a little bit difficult to read because it's written very small, but it's there. I did a love series.
Is it this one?
Yes, the first one. Exactly. It's called Dare to Be You.
Wow.
And it's about basically you should be your own person and not always let other people influence you too much into doing things you don't want to do or things that are not your personality.
Yeah.
I find that is sometimes a problem in society today.
I will have some of your work put up so that people can actually see what I saw. It is just absolutely amazing. It's breathtaking.
Thank you very much.
I was drawn to it, and it was just amazing.
Thank you very much. But I also do palette knife paintings. Some of them are just beautiful objects. Some of them do have a deeper meaning. This one in particular is called Division. And today, in the world we live in today, I find there's a lot of division in society and among a lot of other issues. That's what prompted me to do this painting. And it has a classical mathematical division symbol, which often isn't apparent except when I tell people about it. That's another one of the things. And I also do a lot of paintings about women because I find women are often underrepresented, undervalued. People don't really see how much women contribute to life and to society in general. A lot of the times, not all the time, but a lot of the times, that's the experience I've had. So, and even as an artist, it's difficult as a woman because it is a male-dominated field, and especially as a black woman, as an African woman, it's also even harder. You have to work harder in order to be seen, in order to get your work acknowledged, and that's why I've chosen women as a good medium in my work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I want to do it in an obvious way. It was more putting it in an more abstract context, and it's supposed to show the division in society. It can be a division of anything, though. It can be a division of religion and state. It can be a division of rich and poor. It can be a division of liberal and conservative. It depends on who's looking at it and what they actually interpret into the painting.
Yeah.
But for me, it was supposed to be a societal split because that's where we are now. And it's visible in almost every country that we see right now. People are, a lot of demonstrations, people are not willing to take some of the oppression and that their governments do lay upon them. And yeah, I wanted to show that kind of division, I guess. It's the painting itself is not a depressive sort of painting. I also wanted to show, though, that there is common ground despite the division. And there are also ways for people to move closer to each other again.
Correct.
If we sort of look for middle ground, I guess. But still, division, societal division. That's sometimes these things do bring me down, kind of, and then I feel like I have to. I don't know. It just pours out of me in a way, and that was what kind of happened with that painting. Yeah.
Well, it's a crazy thing. This world. There's just division all the time, even within ourselves. Like
absolutely.
I was looking like this past week, this thing in Nigeria that was happening with the SARS. And that just really broke my heart. And
me too.
I mean, what is going on in the world? Corona, it's this, it's that, BLM. There's just too many things going on, and we're supposed to stay sane, I guess.
That is a very difficult thing to do. I find there are a lot of conflicts and a lot of contradictions. And sometimes, I guess, it's difficult for people to wrap their head around it. A lot of people see things in blacks and whites. The truth is, though, that there are a lot of gray zones, and there are a lot of people who don't like gray zones.
Definitely,
I have issues with gray zones, but I still think we need to stay positive, and I still think that there's a lot of hope in the world, and it can, despite all the things that are happening. I see it in children. I also see it there's still socio-cultural things going on. And that does give me hope because there's still people out there who care about these things. And art definitely also falls into this category. And it's important to keep that up. Definitely important to keep that up. I think it gives people hope, and people still enjoy these things, even though Corona and it is what it is, and the world. But the world has become more transparent, especially through the internet and the social media, and everything has its advantages and disadvantages, and that does too. So
I feel you, Abby. So, okay, like, this is almost my last question.
Okay.
I'd like for you to give advice or like advice to people or somebody that's there trying to start a career in a foreign country or planning on moving somewhere and all of this, like just what to look out for, how to deal with the hardships that will come their way, or I don't know, just in the art world or whatever advice you'd like to give, please.
Well, one thing I'd like to say is don't give up. No matter what people say, no matter who laughs at you, no matter who tells you you can't do this, this cannot be done. No, you need to be like, okay, that's your opinion, that's fine. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep on going. That's one thing. Don't let anybody ever tell you what you can and cannot do. That's very important. Believe in yourself.
Yes.
If you believe in yourself, you go far. Don't give up and believe in yourself. Those are the two biggest things that people can do. Let other people be other people, and whatever their opinions are their opinions. Don't try to change other people's opinions continuously, because that is something that is very hard to do or will not happen. Stay true to yourself. That's the advice that I have.
That is beautiful advice. Yes, definitely. This should really ring over and over in somebody's head, because really these opinions really do attack and come and make you feel like, oh, maybe I'm not doing so good, but
no, you should definitely, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, you guys, the funny thing here is that it's coffee conversations, but me and Abby are having tea. Welcome to Corona vibes. All the cafes are closed. Everything is ruined. So we had to settle for what we have.
Yeah.
So I know that she also doesn't drink coffee. So it was like, okay, let's do it. Let's do tea. So I have like a funny question for you before we wrap this up.
Okay.
If you could choose a superpower, what would it be?
Oh, if I could choose a superpower, well, it definitely would not be something obvious. I think I would like to know what people are thinking.
Oh,
that could be detrimental.
Yes,
but I think that is a superpower I would like to have.
I agree.
I don't need to fly, and I don't need to be extra strong. But I think I would like to to know what people are thinking.
I agree. I also love that one. This will be so cool. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so Abby, please tell them where they can find you on Instagram and your website, so that you can see her beautiful art firsthand. So go ahead. Okay.
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Art by AGBEDE. My website is artbyagbede.com.
So you've heard it from Abby.
Thank you very much.
So you guys, please subscribe if you haven't, and stay tuned for the next episodes. And please go see Abby's work. You guys will not be disappointed. It is absolutely amazing. I saw it firsthand at the gallery, and I am just so in love with it. So please do yourself a favor and watch out for this pretty woman right here next to me.
Thank you very much. Why you tell me about your art? I'm like, I didn't even think you cared about this. But then my media presence, like my Instagram and this, and he said, I am so proud of you. And it was the one thing, it was so weird because, all my life he'd been pushing me to be a doctor. And now I did something completely different and completely on my own. Right. And that was what made him proud of me. Yes. And he's retired, but he was a very ambitious man. And in terms of my artwork and that, I'm also extremely ambitious. A very Nigerian trait, by the way. Yeah. And I think he saw himself in me, in this ambition, even though I chose not to be ambitious in the same field that he was ambitious in, but he was quite taken by the fact that I built something completely on my own. And that was very moving for me that he felt that way and that he told me that he felt that way. He's not a very emotional guy, so it was a big thing for me. Yeah.
I can imagine. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps hearing this. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah.